President Joe Biden spoke to the nation Wednesday evening in a televised address from the White House.
He highlighted the successes of his first and only term in the Oval Office, just days before the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump. CBS's Natalie Brand reports from our nation's capital.
My fellow Americans,
President Biden delivered his farewell address to the nation from the Oval Office Wednesday night, capping a more than half-century in American politics.
I've always believed, and I've told other world leaders, America can be defined by one word: possibilities.
He celebrated a long-awaited ceasefire hostage release deal between Israel and Hamas.
The elements of which I laid out in great detail in May this year. This plan was developed and negotiated by my team.
President Biden didn't name President-elect Trump during his remarks, but warned about what he says gives him great concern.
Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms.
The president, who is also a U.S. Senator for 36 years, touted major legislative wins during his single term in the White House, from a bipartisan infrastructure bill to the Inflation Reduction Act, considered the largest investment in clean energy.
The rest of the world is trying to model it now. It's working, creating jobs and industries of the future.
And a new law to expand benefits for veterans exposed to toxic hazards such as burn pits.
Meeting our sacred obligation to over 1 million veterans so far who are exposed to toxic materials, and to their families, providing medical care and education benefits and more.
President Biden leaves office with a 39% approval rating according to Gallup. But he maintains the nation is on better terms with allies around the world and will long reap benefits from historic investments at home. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
The presidential farewell address dates back to George Washington. In that speech, Washington announced his plans to step down from the presidency after 2 terms in office.